We have an epidemic that we haven't done anything about and it's been neglected. So I welcome the President here to talk about this issue and give us the basic Prescription drug abuse is the fastest growing drug problem in the United States and is claiming lives thousands of Americans every year. Nationally, more than 40 people die every day. Every day, 40 people die of prescription drug abuse. And it's harming our economy. Just think about this. Misuse and abuse of prescription drugs cost the country an estimated $53.4 billion.
When I came into office, I started studying this issue of what's called opioids. And I was stunned by the statistics. More Americans now die every year from drug overdoses than they do from motor vehicle crashes. More than they do from car accidents. The majority of those overdoses involve legal prescription drugs.
We teach them morals and values. We teach them the difference between right and wrong. We wonder what is happening when the grade starts slipping, when things that used to be enjoyable for our loved ones no longer interest them. We're confused as to the cause of the personality changes that we see in our loved ones. We're shocked when we hear of that first DUI, and we're fearful when our loved ones are taken to jail for the first time.
And lastly, I want to say one of the best provisions of the Affordable Care Act is that it does require coverage for drug treatment. Thank you for that. But one of the concerns is that if there aren't facilities available, then the treatment coverage can be elusive. So we have to close that gap. And I think the biggest issue there is, are you concerned, as sometimes we get concerned, given the current political climate, that the Affordable Care Act will be weakened or repealed, either before the end of your term or in the next term? What are your feelings about our commitment to that program and to the drug rehabilitation part of that program?
Well, if you are a parent, then listening here or listening to you, you can relate back. I told somebody, one of my favorite sayings I ever heard about having children is, it's like having your heart walking around outside your body. All you care about is making sure they're okay. But they're so vulnerable outside. And you're just, as a parent, always navigating, just trying to figure out how to make sure that they're going to be okay. And when something like this happens, and I think it's something that you share in your story, Karen, and you share in your story, sir, really emphasizes. This is happening in families everywhere with great parents who love their kids. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of kids who are in less